Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Got something nice for you today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about, I don't claim to be religious, but you can be religious and a right thinker. How about that? I don't exclude religion from a philosophy that you can follow. It don't do nothing to do with your religion. So let me break that down for you. Hope you get a better understanding. So I made this point for you. Right thinking philosophy, that's what it is. A philosophy that you can practice as a way of life. And because you'll become conscious, meaning you know your heart. CONSCIENCE. Excuse me. That means heart conscious and mind conscious become one. Now you are whole. Why? Because the heart and mind made that combination. I told you, heart mind coherence. Mind is male, heart is female. Feeling, logic. Put them together. You got a whole person. Left side, right side, hemisphere of the brain. They work together to get one good decision. That's how it's done. And you have to understand, if you follow a religion, religions are a belief system. I didn't say that. That's just what it is. So that means you following a system based on belief, not gnosis, which is knowing. My goal is to get you to know what you claim to believe in. That's all. I'm going to secure your belief. Why? With knowledge and understanding, so that you can substantiate belief with what? Knowledge of who? Self, thyself, God. That's who we are in essence. Spiritual beings having a human experience. The human part had to catch up with the spiritual part. Spirit fell from glory to physical being. We got to raise our consciousness to go back up. Simple. Just the philosophy is the concept. But religion, again, all based on belief system, which has dogma and commandments. Not a philosophical system. But it works if you practice it. It'll get you where it claims to go. Where you're supposed to be. Yeah. Have a mystical experience. Have your own experience with God. If you get the story, you practice the ritual, you live, you do, and it will happen on its own. I'm telling you, that's the Kundalini. Why? Righteous living is what activates it. Not a religious. Not a religion that you profess. If religion got you living right, then yeah, it's going to work. Again, I told you, all of them, if practiced the right way, will work. That's the intent. So that's why I respect religion. I just don't practice it. Why? I practice for a philosophy that predates religion. How about that? But I fellowship with Jews, Muslims, and Christians respectfully, out of what? Spiritual respect and understanding that everybody don't have to follow a philosophy. Everybody got the right to follow whatever they choose to follow and be. When you treat me respectfully, I don't care what your religion is. Don't care what your race is. Okay? That goes for anything in dealing with anybody. Spirit is spirit. The physical body is what we in. We don't pick and choose that. I'm the master, right thinker of a philosophy that I've mastered. And I'm in church, fellowshipping weekly. And I'm blessed every day. It don't make a difference what religion I profess. Or no, it's how I live. And the people that religious followers that I hang out with, fellowship with, they're living righteous outside the church also. So they ain't got to be right thinkers. Why? They right livers. So that's free for everybody. A good right thinker is a religious right thinker. Why? If they want to be, I practice following Christian concepts. Why? Those are the people that I fellowship with. If you're religious, that means you have a belief. That means you have an idea about God. I can work with that, no matter what it is. It's all God first. So how you view him, how you get to him, that's your preference and choice. But if it's about God, we can work. That's what I'm saying. That's spiritual respect. Okay? I don't have to agree with the name you call him. I don't have to agree with nothing you say, but I will respectfully understand that's your right, and I hope you would do the same for me. That's why I do that. Balance. Respect me, I respect you. We good. Moving on. Don't make a difference about the religion. It's the actions. Again, I keep telling you that. If you're religious, that's a great starting point. Okay, yeah, that means you have a belief. Okay, and once you start practicing it, you will become what? Not just say a believer in God. You will start to know God. Belief is just to get you started. But once things start happening, once you receive the blessing that you know only can happen from a certain person, then you realize, it's cause and effect. If I do this, I get that. Yeah, you reap what you sow. You put good work out, you get good results back. I can improve what your belief in God. Why? By having you have your mystical experience for yourself, by giving you a philosophy that you can practice with your religion. Same thing. And you'll see for yourself where God is. Okay? Right thinking philosophy gives you life instructions that you can follow what daily. Excuse me, daily. That's why. And it will get you results, positive, guaranteed. How about that? Living righteous, virtuously, aka practicing right thinking philosophy daily, and doing this will earn you blessings that only you will recognize for yourself. That's what keeps you going. You're not worried about what this person get, what that person didn't get. You do what you're supposed to do, and you get what you deserve. Be it good or bad, it's still yours. You make it that way. You the orchestrator of your life. I'm told I'm a better Christian than most Christians. Why? Because I learned lessons. I'm not there just to be, I'm going to church. No, I'm going to learn the lessons and see if I can implement those lessons in life. See if they work. I tell you all the time, me and my pastor kick it daily, and the information that I get from him always works out. And it's all from a biblical point of view. I already know that when I go to him. That's what I'm going to get into this day. Right? Ain't failed me yet. Okay? So my dude ain't failed me. A religious right thinker is a good right thinker. The foundation's already set. Now that you got the belief, now you're going to have the experience to go with that. You good to go. Moving on. And whatever you profess your religion to be, that's fine. But you're good to go with it. Watch this. My best friend is a Jew boy. My friend from what? College. Okay? He's been in my life since I was 17 years old. Okay? That's friendship. And ain't nothing to do with his skin color or his religion. It's how we interact with each other. That makes the difference. He's a traditional Jew. Okay? Yarmulke the whole nine. Yeah, that's him. Okay? But he's very smart, trustworthy, and honest. I love that guy because of those qualities. Not because he's white or Jew. See the point I'm trying to make? That's what's real. Simple. Jeff, I know you're going to like this one. I have, what? A FOI brother-in-law. Talk to him every day. We trade information. He's doing his thing, okay. And he spread my right thinking philosophy. He's a Muslim. All his stuff is based on Islam. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay, so yeah. And some of the stuff I agree with 100%. Why? We doing the same thing, trying to wake up people up. So I'm not in competition to see who's better. No, I ain't got time for that nonsense. But yeah, I fellowship with people who try to what? Do good and serve God by doing what? Righteous thing. I used to hang out with criminals. Moving on, all right? My best friend in life is my pastor right now, a Christian belief-based concept. He's the saint. I'm the sage. Okay, got nothing for that coming too, okay? And we do what we do for the same teacher, leader. So we doing work for him. And the way he do it, the way I do it, totally different. But we both doing it. That's the difference. So your religion is your choice. You can choose to be Christian, Muslim, or Jew. Right thinking philosophy just adds on to religion with what? Philosophical points of views and aspects that our ancient ancestors that we practice. That's all. Simple as that. Believing in God is based on belief system in religions. Not right thinking philosophy. We need to know God. My goal is to get you to know. Belief is a good start. I just told you. So that's how you're going to know God. Make it real simple for you. What's this? If you're a believer in God, you won't pass the right thinking philosophy test. Why? You have to have experience in your life. They call it the mystical experience, what we call that but God. When something happened and only nobody but God could have made it possible. If you had that experience and you recognized it and you understood it, you should have turned your life over and served that God who gave you the blessing. Make sense? That's what I did. Okay. So my test for all right thinkers, you need to know God. I don't go for the no believing in God. You just started. You're still in the infancy age. All right. When I get done, you says, I know God. Why? I know thyself. I have issues with those diehard believers in God who think that's it. I'm good with believing. No. Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Why? Because I know believe means you don't know. You can argue till you get blue in the face. You cannot. I don't care. That's just a fact. Moving on. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just making a point. So it ain't debatable. It ain't argument to justify. Nope, it's the fact. So if you have been through your belief, stay there and see how that work out for you. That's all. That's all. I live in the knowing. Why? Because only way you know something have it happen. I've experienced the blessings that I earned from doing what? Living, doing, and being the best person I could be. Living right, doing right, and being right. You will be rewarded in life. All the other nonsense don't really count, but a lot of us think it do. It's window dressing. All right, just for show. Where we at? So, what they did, okay. Believing in the God believers, okay. And I have issue with those, and let it be known. I don't give a damn about what you believe. I really don't. I'm concerned with what you know. And if you keep telling me, well, I believe in God, why you believe in God? What makes that belief in God? What gives you the will to believe? Now, let's talk about what you know. That's what I wanted to hear, not to believe, okay? I don't give you what I believe. There you go. I believe what I don't know. That's why I don't give you that. I give facts, okay? Points of view, concepts and views, philosophically, but being AKA ignorant to things until what? I know them. If it's something I don't know, that means I need to get some knowledge about it. Find somebody who do and listen, let them teach me. Moving on. I'm a student in life every day. Moving on. So that's the whole point. Watch this. It's okay to believe in God until what? You have your own God, aka mystical experience, enlightenment, resurrecting, waking up, anointment, whatever you want to call it. But those things that happen only when you put in the work. You can't wish it. You can't hope it. You can't just wait. Nope. You got to put the work in daily. Believing in God is the reason for living right. Okay? That's the reason it's going to make you do what you're supposed to do. And once you get rewarded for that, that belief that you had that it would should turn into what? Gnosis. Knowing from what? Experience. I don't have to preach about how, no, I ain't got time for that. I gave that testimony. So my whole point is, I don't just teach it, I live it, I experience it, and I share it with you. Moving on, that's the point. Where we at? Believing in God is the reason for living right, yeah, but that's just to get started. But once you are rewarded for doing that, that belief turns into gnosis. Knowing God is right thinking philosophy's way. Okay? I want you to have your experience. I want you to practice the things that I'm giving you, along with whatever you believe in, whatever, but it's going to all work in your favor if what? You put the work in. When? Daily. You can't forget that. Not when you want to, not when you feel like it, not when it's convenient. Daily. I got my yellow one representing that thing up in the sky that comes out daily. Do you know what he got to go through to come up daily? Another story, but that's the lesson. Moving on. And wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. All right. Knowing God is right thinking philosophy, not that believing. Why? Religions are in the belief business. In God, that's a business. Knowing God is spiritual. Why? It's internal. And you become conscious, knowing from the internal part, not the external part about yourself. But in the knowing God business, that's right thinking philosophy business. Okay, believing in God, that's religion. Simple. Hope you get to understand the concept. Religious people fear going to hell. Spiritual people, we experience hell. So there's no fear. Moving on. A few right thinking, righteous living believers in Christ get to enjoy both sides. Why? If they follow a religious view and they living right, they can be a right thinker. Why? Because that's what's going to encourage just that. And when you do that, you get the benefits of both worlds. There's no downside to right thinking philosophy and religion. Simple as that. They're just different perspective, different concept with the same end goal to get you to know thyself and know God, and you are one. If you believe in God, and that's fine, but if you practice right thinking philosophy, you'll know God. The difference. Why? The belief is the starter. The experience, the blessing, the reward, that's the indicator that, yeah, I'm on the right track. If you claim to be a believer following religion and you ain't prospering, either you follow wrong religion or you ain't doing something right. Simple as that. Moving on. I'm not knocking religion or believers in God from that perspective. I'm just saying belief needs to become knowing. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I can go with I'm in process. I'm working whatever. But if you have received blessings from your belief system, God, whatever you call them, stop believing. Why? You should be knowing. And now that should be what propels you. I have no idea why I'm doing what I'm doing at this point. I know purpose, but at the time I didn't have a clue. What the hell? Why? I don't know. Third base. But who's on first? Me. Moving on. But the concept is when you're compelled to do something for your higher self, everybody ain't gonna understand it. They're gonna think you're crazy. Another lesson, but that's the deal. But when it's internal, that's the one you want to listen to. My mom said, I'm glad you listened. What? To that inner voice, my higher self. Wrapping it up. No matter your religion you claim, your actions and deeds is what you will be blessed and judged by, not what you claim to be or who you think you are. No, your actions, your deeds, your actions, okay, speak for itself. You will either be rewarded with blessing or you will get the visit from karma. Anyway, it's yours because karma give you what you deserve. And when you get the blessing, you only earn them by doing what? Good things. So if you getting karma, that might not be a blessing that you may want or like. They say she's a bitch. Why? Because she gives you what you deserve, not what you want. All right, that's the lesson. Hope you understood it. You can be righteous and a right thinker. Trust me, it works either way you go. You can be a right thinker and religious. It'll make a difference. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. And in closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers, whether you're religious in whatever form you practice, have passed away. I'll be back.